So here I've just this is a snapshot of an Amazon search result page. So this is how search results are shown, and I've cut out the brand names and the text of the search results. These are just the images. Right? So here, if you look at the images, the leftmost image on each of these rows, these are just product images standing by themselves, right? It doesn't give you any context about the product, doesn't give you any idea of the size of how you would use product. So if I'm a browser looking at the search results, I really don't know by looking at just the image how to use this product, any idea about the size and scale of it. However, if you look at the other images on the same row, the images do convey the use, the size. It gives the customer an idea of how the product would actually fit into their space and how they can utilize the product. So if you give a browser these options, they are most likely to gravitate towards an image that actually shows them shows the product in context in use. Right. So this is essentially converting somebody looking in through a store window to actually come and walk into the store and find out more about the product. Right? This is prompting the user to actually to delve a little bit deeper into the product, and this is the first thing that the browser needs, the user needs to be able to do. They convert from a browser into somebody who has a little bit more intent.
Mm-hmm.
So this is just a good to do right off the bat, where your hero image is actually converting the person into or giving the user a little bit more context as to
how it's going to fit into their life and how they're going to use it.
To their lives, exactly.
Excellent.
It's just an example of what we consider a good hero image. It gives you the packaging on how the product is delivered. It shows you a little bit about the features of the product, gives you validation, you see the approved badge, it gives you validation of the product, plus gives you relative size and scale of the product itself. So this is a good image that conveys all the most important information right off the bat, right on the image. So this is a good segue for the user to actually click into the hero image and go into the product detail page.
Okay.
So once you actually go into the product detail page, and this is an Amazon listing for a costume jewelry brand. So as a basic listing, it's actually not bad. It sort of gives you multiple angles of the product. It sort of gives you the scale of the product. Has a short video as well. But, there is very little about the brand. There's very little emotional connect that the brand is actually making with the buyer. So even if the person has landed on this product detail page, their likelihood of converting is actually very small. So there isn't any, the images and the text, there's very little description of the product, nothing about the brand. So it doesn't really form an emotional connect.
Mm-hmm.
You compare that to this listing. Here again, the product images are great, but it gives you a little bit more context about what the brand is through the imagery. It also has some model imagery so that the person can relate the browser can relate to the product. It also utilizes some of the features that Amazon has, and a lot of the brand, a lot of the other marketplaces are now building out, which is giving the brand a little bit more space to do a little bit of storytelling, so that there is more of an emotional connect that the buyer has with the brand itself. This is much more likely to convert browsers into buyers.
Yeah, it's like night and day. Now, does your technology, in terms of the images, clearly, that is creating that, but this copy, the text and the other, and the layout, does your technology also produce that as well?
Yes.
Wow.
Yes. So basically, the text description we give So what the way that the platform is designed is it connects to the brand's website, to the brand's social media channels, picks out features of the brands, and can give you copy for products and brand level as well.
That's amazing. That's just absolutely amazing. You can see how you're saving in terms of time
Yeah,
and money is just being, you know, because this would take
exactly.
so much time for somebody to create and
Yes.
generate.
Yeah. So I mean, something like the image that you see on the right here, this can be AI generated in a matter of minutes. And if you had to do this photography, you do this as photography, you would need all the props in place, have your product ship out from a warehouse to a studio to be able to get the photography done. All of that goes away. So this image can be generated. If you had a white background image of your earrings, you could generate this through AI in a matter of minutes.